Hi, I'm going to help you get started with research today for your History 113 course with Dr. Redahan. My name is Gretchen Sotomayor, and I'll be your librarian this semester. So our focus today is we're going to be searching for books for your state timeline project. And you will be coming to the library soon, and so we'll also continue the search when you get here. But I want you to think about your information need, and I'll be showing you how you can find and access a book that meets your research needs. And we may also, if we have time, we'll search for primary sources. So what types of sources will you need? You'll be working with secondary and primary sources during this class. For secondary, we have scholarly books or historical monographs and scholarly articles and primary sources. Scholarly sources are works that provide summaries, analysis, commentary, or criticism of a primary source, and historians rely on what other scholars have already researched and written about a chosen topic. For primary sources, they are providing a first-hand testimony or direct evidence concerning a topic under investigation. They are created by witnesses or recorders who experience the events or conditions being documented. So some tips for identifying scholarly sources. They are written by identifiable experts in the research field, like your professor. They're affiliated with universities. You'll find that the books are published by an academic press or institution, and they're written for an academic audience, and their purpose is to contribute or advance research in a specific field. You'll also find that they have an extensive bibliography or list of references. And for primary sources, what we're looking for are original documents, such as diaries, speeches, letters, interviews, newspaper articles, or creative work, such as poetry, drama, music, novels. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just try some book searching. And to do that, I want to show you that you need to think about the way that you search the library's catalog. It doesn't respond to typing a full sentence in like you can do in Google. You need to use search terms or keywords. So think about search terms or keywords that would describe your topic. And also think about what you may already know about this topic, brainstorm synonyms and some ideas that might, if you end up not getting a lot of great results, think of some other options. And here's some examples, if you've got a research question, how you pull out search terms for getting started in our library's catalog. And we're going to be searching Reconstruction after the Civil War in the United States today. So I'm going to start my search just with these real basic search terms: Reconstruction, Civil War, United States. I'm looking for books. And I want to show you a couple of things before we look at the results that we get on this list. First of all, with these search terms, I have about 2,000 results. And where am I searching? I am searching in the Salve Library and also the Helen Libraries, which those are our sister libraries that are in our consortium. And it's very easy to request books from these libraries. So if you see a book from a Helen Library, we do get book deliveries twice a week, so it is pretty easy to get a book from one of those libraries. Over here on the left side, I just like to say it's a bit like online shopping here. You can limit your results here if you want only ebooks, for example, or if you want books in a certain time period, you could limit here to get your list filtered a little bit more. Before we explore this list a little bit more, let me show you another way we can filter this list. So I know that you're looking at a specific state. One thing you could do is add your state name onto these search terms that I've put in. And you can see that it brings back 215 results. Again, Helen Library, Salve Library, and that's a much smaller list to get started with. And let's say that you just want to see what Salve has only. You could go ahead and take away Helen Libraries And then we have 131 results here at Salve. So let's take a look at this list again, and how can we make this list a little bit better, a little bit more filtered for you. I'm going to take a look at this first book, Reconstruction After the Civil War. Just wanted to show you a little bit about the book's record. Is this book available at Salve? Yes, it is. It's in our main collection, which is on the 3rd floor. And here's the call number, kind of the street address of the book, and it's available in the E600s. Over here in the record, we have the title of the book, the author's name. It gives you a quick summary of the book. And then if you go further down into the record, it gives you contents and then finally subjects. And so I find that the subjects can be really helpful in filtering a list to be even more specific. This is what the Library of Congress does, is it labels all of these books with various subject headings. So this one I think would be really helpful because it's reconstruction, very specific. It's going to, any book that has this subject term is going to come up this list. So we click on this link. It's going to start a new search for us. So now we have 1,200 results instead of 2,000. I know it still sounds like a lot. We could always deselect Helen Libraries and just look at the Salve books. Right now I'm going to leave it like this. Let's take a look here at our list. Okay, so I'm going to focus on this one, the Reconstruction Era Primary Documents on Events. Let's go ahead and open this up. So it's an ebook, which means we can go right into this book. You can only access ebooks available from Salve's library. You cannot access other universities' ebooks. So if we're looking at the summary here, this book is going to be chock full of primary sources. It has editorials, letters, essays, news reports that you were finding in Reconstruction era newspapers. So how do we get into this book? Also, I just wanted to show you before I do that, here's information about citation. You can select your citation style, copy and paste that. If you want to keep the link to the book, you click on here and you can copy and paste that link. So we go right into view ebook. And you can read it online and you can download portions of it up to 136 pages, but you can read the entire book online. So I always go to read online and here is the book. So there are some ways, it's if there's something that's interesting you here, specifically, you can go right to the chapter. Also, you can search within the book. So let's say I'm interested in searching, I want information about black code. Was there anything written about black code in newspapers during this time? And if we scroll on down, we can see chapter 4 is pretty much it's called Black Codes. And I can click on it and it brings me right to the chapter here. And so we can scroll through and you can find that, for example, various newspaper accounts as they were written. Here's somebody's editorial about the new Georgia Code. So this would be a primary document that you could use. And it can show you can download, that's a full download. Here's a download of just a chapter as well. You can print it. Here's the link for it, citation. So these are some ways that you can search for books, narrow your list, and also access some primary documents. We'll go over this more when I see you in class, but I'm going to ask you to go ahead and try a search yourself. Try to find one book that might work for you.